Morning. Meet my film crew. My name is Coogan. I'm working with an organisation called Box Ever. I work as a business consultant. I got into this through having worked in legal as a legal administrator. I decided I kind of got as far as I wanted with the legal and went back to college to study business information systems. That was a BA, a degree with a combination of management and IT. I looked around just to see what my next move would be, and the college that I did my BA with advertised a HDIP, which is a higher diploma. This was funded by Microsoft and the Higher Education Authority in Ireland. And through that I would get an internship, so it would be my first in as an IT worker. In what area I wasn't quite sure. This course was advertised as being again that mix of management and technical, but when I undertook the course it became much more technical than had been advertised. It was brand new. They tried, the course changed as demand was met by other students. So I got my internship from that course in a really great company, a Microsoft partner, working with Microsoft technology. I decided to change because we're actually developing the application here, and I'm working directly with the engineers, and I thought that was a really exciting opportunity because while Microsoft was great, they're based out, in some cave somewhere, and we never get to work with those engineers. My involvement would generally be managing the team, seeing what can be delivered today. If it can't, then I handle those communications and let them get on with their day-to-day work. That's very much my place, is that communication buffer between our technical teams and our client, which is where I always saw myself. So I'm living the dream. It's, it's great. I just think that where you see yourself starting off is nowhere near where you're going to end up. So I just find it so exciting. I myself, I came off quite a technical course, not really liking the idea of coming in as a technical resource. Luckily, when I was interviewed, my boss agreed. The person interviewing me looked at my degree, looked at the first course that I did, and felt, given my background in legal, that I was that softer skills person. But I think for a young person coming in, it's the fact that no day is going to be the same. Every day is going to be different. Every project is going to be different. Even when the subject and the theme is the same, the project will be different. The remuneration is not bad, but I just think, it's the growth and the development. Even when you're working on a single technology, that technology will take you into different areas as it expands and grows. So I think that's the appeal for a young person today, is just the opportunity. It's just wonderful. So, yeah. I'm also on the Sports and Social Committee. It's a big focus of our firm here to make sure that there's plenty to involve people, because we have a very international workforce. So very often people just arrive here, they don't know Dublin. So Sports and Social get behind involving people, organising trips to Irish sites or Dublin sites, such as going out to Newgrange, or doing some of the tours that are available here in a social kind of way where, we'll go for beers afterwards. Every week in the office here we make beer and wine available on a Friday from about 4 p.m. so people can sort of wind down into their weekend and know they're being appreciated for a hard week's work and there's something at the end of the tunnel. And then Sports and Social, we organise 4 quarterly events. We have the Christmas party, we have a summer barbecue, and then we have kind of ad hoc events where we just, go bowling and then we also organise kind of sports. We've got basketball team, we've got football and rugby teams, and it's just things that people do outside of work just to keep that team thing going. So I'm not originally from Dublin, but I've been based in Dublin now for quite some time and really enjoy it because
While it's a city, with everything that comes with a city, everything's really accessible, it's small. I can easily go off to a yoga class after work in the evening and still be able to walk home. I go to a lot of gigs. I love to, experience live music, live international music, and I get out dancing as often as I can as well. And did I mention food? That's a bit of an interest of mine. I do like being based in Dublin because this is where all the big firms are based, and so if I want to get onto a project, likely it's going to be based in Dublin, so the opportunity is great. But being in Box Ever, I get to travel for my projects, and that's exciting because sometimes during the winter here I get to go to the sun.